Tara Lawson and her Duke Blue Devils are facing off against Jeff Walz and his Louisville Cardinals. Now, Louisville is 12th in the nation. They're 27-6. Duke 13th in the nation, 23-8. Both these teams are good teams. They're even leaning towards great in a lot of ways. Now, when you're looking at these two teams, though, Duke got beat by North Carolina. And Clemson, but those are rivalry games. That's old ACC rivalries right there. But they got beat by Baylor, West Virginia. Then they had a four-game losing streak. They lost to South Florida at South Florida convincingly, 85-72. Then they got beat by South Carolina. That's an old ACC rivalry right there, but at the same time, wow. 83-66. Then they got beat by UCLA, who, phenomenal team. And then they got beat 93-77 by Louisville. On the other hand, you take a look at Louisville. Louisville got beat by UConn. I mean, it's UConn. Got beat by Kentucky. That's a rivalry right there. And it was 72-62. South Carolina beat them 79-77. Hey, one of the few close games that South Carolina's had. Did get beat by Duke earlier on in the season, 59-58 in their own home. Got beat by Virginia 74-72. Got beat by Notre Dame 65-62. They just took out Syracuse, just took out North Carolina in the ACC tournament. These two teams, I mean, stat wise, they're consistent, but I'll be honest with you, they're not at the elite levels that I'm seeing them doing that. I mean, they're both really good teams. They've just got their own issues. So, if you've never been to my channel before, I'm going to cover this game by the numbers. That's what I do. I cover games by the numbers. I'm looking at both these teams, and I am seeing two teams that can't compete with the South Carolinas, LSU's, Texas's, UConn's, because I primarily cover SEC basketball. But women's basketball, I'm willing to cover it all. So that's what we're going to do. So stick around. Let's see who can win this game. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Louisville's got to go the farthest, so I'm going to go with them first. 80.4 points is what they score in a game. They're 17th in the nation for that. They allow 60.5 points a game. 46.2 field goal percentage. They're 22nd in the nation. 73.3 free throw percentage. 34.6 3-point percentage. 7.8 3-pointers made in a game. 17.1 assists a game. 38.5 defensive rebounds. 12.7 turnovers a game. 2.8 block shots. They're 211th in women's basketball. That's just bad. They steal the ball 9.6 times a game. That's kind of low. Louisville has Tiana Roberts as a leading scorer and leading in assists. She's the guard, so that's a good thing. 28.2 minutes a game, 11.7 points, 2.5 assists, 3.2 2.5 rebounds, 3.2 assists, sorry, 1.2 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 39.2 field goal percentage, 35.2 3-point percentage, 75.4 free throw percentage. Laura Ziegler leading in rebounds. She's a forward. She should. 27.3 minutes a game, 11.1 points, 7 rebounds, 3.1 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, zero point 0.4 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 45.2 field goal percentage, 35.7 3-point percentage, and 92.7 free throw percentage. Amari Berry, who leads in blocks, is a guard, so that's a little worrisome. 23.1 minutes, 10.7 points, 4.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.6 steals, which is tied for the leading in steals for the team. 0.6 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 43.8 field goal percentage, 38.1 3-point percentage, and 86 from the free throw line. Elif Istanbulaglu. Oh, good Lord. This redneck tongue and trying to pronounce certain words. I am sorry. 25.6 minutes, 9.9 points, 5 rebounds, 1.6 assists, zero point 0.9 steals, 0.2 blocks, 1.3 turnovers, 50% from the field goal range, 33.3 3-point percentage, and 71.2 free throw percentage. Now, let me tell you something. I'm liking the turnovers. Only Raina Scott has got over 2 turnovers a game. I'm not liking the blocks. The blocks are weak. They need to work on that they need to work on their defense in this game. 9.6 steals, 2.8 blocks. That's a weaker defense, but they rely on far more players to do their scoring for them. Got a good rebound. They're good at rebounding. They work as a team. Their defense is the only thing that I can see that they really need to work on. It's not competitive compared to seeing a lot of the tougher SEC teams or even like UCLA or whatever. But like I said, they're a good team. It's a good, solid team that you can see doing something this season, which they did. They're second in the ACC after the regular season tournament. Jeff Walz knows how to get his team into the NCAA tournament, knows how to go in a little ways into the tournament. He's made it to the Final Four, so he knows what it takes to coach an amazing team. Now, Duke Blue Devils, they're scoring 74.3 points a game. They're allowing 58.7 points a game. 44.2 field goal percentage, 68.3 free throw percentage, 33.6 3-point percentage. 3 points made per game, 6.4, 17.2 assists. So hey, they've got decent teamwork. Their shooting numbers are not they're worse than Louisville's. 37.2 defensive rebounds, 14.4 turnovers a game, but they're third in the nation in block shots with 6.3. They steal the ball 9.1 times a game. Toby Fournier and leads in points, rebounds, and blocks. She's a forward. 29.3 minutes a game, 17.7 points, 8.3 rebounds, 1.2 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, 2.3 blocks, 2.2 turnovers though, 53.9 field goal percentage, 55.6 free throw percentage, but 34.7 3-point percentage. She's a gamer. Needs to work on the free throws a little bit. Ashlyn Jackson, 33.6 minutes a game, 11.7 points, 3.4 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1.4 blocks, point or steals, sorry, zero point 0.5 blocks, 2.3 turnovers, 35.9 field goal percentage, 33.2 3-point percentage, and 83.3 free throw percentage. A little worrisome that she's doing that badly in the field goal percentage, and she's the second leading scorer. Tiana Marr leads in assists and steals. She's a guard, should. 33.5 minutes a game, 11 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.4 steals, 0.1 blocks, 2.6 turnovers, 40.5 field goal percentage, 33.3 3-point percentage, and 86.4 free throw percentage. Delaney Thomas is sitting in the number 4 spot, 26.1 minutes, 10.4 points, 6.1 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.5 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 60.8 field goal percentage, which is amazing, but she doesn't get 3-pointers, 72.2 free throw percentage. I'm looking at this team. Blocks, amazing. Need to work on their steals, but hey, Tiana Marr is doing a lot of good. They're way too turnover prone. You've got one player who's in there 16 minutes a game, turning over the ball 4.3 times a game. That is Emily Skinner. But she only played 3 games, so. But your top 3 players are turning the ball over way too much. Your top 5 have got 4 of them that are turning over the ball 2 times or more a game. Not to mention, you've got your second leading scorer with that lower field goal percentage and not making up for it in the 3-point area. You've got decent numbers from both Toby Fournier and Delaney Thomas in the field goal range, though. But if they can't toss the ball out if they get double teamed or something like that. They've got a problem. It's a good team, though. I can see Kara Lawson doing good things. They made it to the Elite Eight last year. It's Duke Blue Devils are a solid team. They deserve the regular season title. They are a solid team, period. I'm looking at these two teams. Louisville's better at shooting. Neither one of these teams impressed me shooting wise, but they're still solid teams. Louisville looks to have a slightly worse defense, but all they have to really do is force turnovers in this game. Why? Because Duke's more than willing to turn the ball over. Not to mention, you isolate Toby Fournier, and other than, Delaney Thomas, the others don't shoot quite to that level. Louisville has got an okay defense. They have shown it. They've got a better record. I'm seeing that this is going to be a cards game. Seriously, I do believe that the Cardinals can win this tournament. I think that they've got enough players where they're working as a team to be able to do this. Instead of relying on one main player to score most of your points, you're allowing others to do everything that you need to do. Laura Ziegler, Tiana Roberts, great for what they're doing. Affording a guard combination that's doing great things. I'm not liking the blocking. They need to work on that a little bit more for this game. Duke, I'm not saying that they can't win this game. Right now, looking at the ESPN matchup, they're saying that Duke will win at 51.5%, Louisville 48.5%. I think it's a lot closer than that. I think that Toby Fournier, if he's allowed to do what Toby Fournier does, yeah, Duke will win this game. But I think that Jeff Walz understands what he needs to get his team to do. He's probably already figured out from that close loss at home how to turn this game to his advantage. Not to mention getting the turnovers from their best players is going to be far easier than you think. Plus, two of those players are in there over 30 minutes. Yeah, I really do think that this will be a Louisville Cardinals game. I really do. I think that it was probably not paying attention to like what you needed to pay attention to in the first game, and that's what ended up with this being the way it is. So that's who I think's going to win it. This is Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.